Hey guys, Craig here with Clearview Windshields. I'm going to take a few minutes here to discuss the new Road Glide replacement windshield that we've developed. There's a lot of key features that we feel are important to kind of bring to light and share with you on this video. So what I'd like to start out with is conceptually the shape of the windshield. Interestingly enough, we were toying around with how we're going to have this look on the bike. We knew we wanted to go more on the width to give better coverage than what the stock shield is. That small stock shield's just, it doesn't cut it. And a lot of you guys know that's why you're looking for windshields. So we just out of fun grabbed a windshield. It was the older model 1980s Tour Glide windshield. And it was one of our shorter offerings that we had at the time. And we just placed it on the bike, and the shape just fit the bike. Ironically enough, we kind of had our concept nailed down as far as how it's going to look on the bike. So again, it's kind of fun going old retro Tour Glide, kind of the beginnings of the Road Glide back in the early 80s. Secondly, we wanted to make sure that, again, optics are important. Clearview shields, we want to make sure you have a clear view over the windshield, but also a clear view through the windshield. So we played around with the different pitches to get the airflow correct, and always paid attention to where you're looking through the shield. Make sure that there's minimal distortion. I can't say zero, but there's so little distortion that you're going to be able to enjoy the ride in any environment, looking over the shield, looking through the shield, through the twists and turns. Secondly, after we've created that shape, we wanted to make sure that it had a solid mount. Now, there's a few competing screens out there that have tried to come up with different setups, but this is a solid piece of billet aluminum that we've used and shaped to provide an adapter going from the new shape, the old Tour Glide retro shape, to the new model Road Glide mount. So this is a solid piece on there, insulated, as you might have seen in one of our install videos. And when everything is mounted up, you've got a nice wide platform that the windshield's going to mount to, solid on there, very little movement of the shield, even at higher speeds. Secondly, the windshield has a recurve to it. It's very slight. Again, we don't want to get crazy with the bends. We want to make sure that the windshield's going to function correctly without creating a lot of distortions and or more turbulence off the shield. So if you look at this particular model, this is our new whiskey color. It's kind of a deeper caramel brown, and on this red bike, it looks phenomenal. And you can see kind of the light transmittance that comes through. Again, a little deeper color, but not too deep that you can ride at night and not worry about not seeing the road. We offer, obviously, our dark gray tint. Still decent light transmittance. The nighttime could be tricky, but the benefit with any of these shields is that they typically are lower than what we've designed in the past. And when I say lower, basically we use a 50-foot sightline reference to determine height. On these shields, you're running at about a 40-foot reference point to determine height. And again, it's going to perform phenomenally. And one thing that we noticed is even at slower speeds, 50 mile an hour or low, the pocket that you would get from the windshield doesn't change when you go up to 90 miles an hour. It's just the same organized, quiet pocket at any speed. All right, so we've gone over the shape, concepts on how we came up with the shape, the platform that the windshield mounts to, the solid billet aluminum platform. We're going to cover tints outside. I covered a little bit on some of the tint options, but we felt it's going to be better to see them outside in natural light. Now, the way that we're going to measure is straight off the dash to the top. of the windshield. So the large, for example, measures 7.5 inches. So use that reference when you're trying to determine height. Again, it's always best, we feel, to kind of create an environment that you're on the bike when measuring the windshield. In other words, not facial features, but a fixed point on the ground in front of the bike. So on this bike, as I mentioned, it's not 50 feet like we normally use. We use a point 40 feet on the ground, ball cap, helmet, and have someone ideally hold a measuring device for you straight up and down, and wherever your eyes intersect on that measuring device to the point that you're looking out towards is going to be the height that you want to target. And you want to have both hands on the handlebars, relaxed posture. Don't try to hold this up while you're on the bike to try to figure out the height. Have someone help you with that. It's always best. But that's going to be how we're going to measure the windshields.